Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. It's like I couldn't upload any other video but this video that has been requested by two of my subscribers. Shout out to Sister Marine and I forgot the other subscriber. Please forgive me guys, I am not so good with name. But here I am preparing this chicken for our brown stew recipe today, and I'm just removing the excess skin and fat from my chicken. I'm going to cut the legs in half and the thighs also. I don't know guys, I don't really like cooking my chicken with lots of skin on it. Some people do and some people don't, and I'm just one of the people who don't like having my chicken cooked with the skin on. And here I have the thigh, and as I said, I'm just trimming that excess fat off. Now I'm gonna clean. This is the chicken, the back of the chicken, or that inner piece in the thigh that has the liver. And so I'm just using the knife to remove that, and you can use your finger also, it doesn't matter. All right, so let's clean that chicken up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour some vinegar, and then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of turmeric. Now, please, guys, don't lose me on this one. I'm using the turmeric because I come to discover that when I do use the turmeric, it helps me to remove that excess fat. I don't know if lately you've been cleaning chicken and you notice like that little mucousy thing on it. That turmeric attaches itself to that mucousy thing, and it makes it easier for me to remove it. Not only that, but it takes away that freshness from the chicken, or any, you know how like raw smell. In Jamaica we say raw, but in other countries they'll say fresh, or that chickeny smell. And then I'm gonna leave that for a few seconds. So this is what I'm talking about. You see that part right there? Yeah, that. So I did leave it for a few minutes, and then I came back and then I rinsed with cool running tap water. I did that for, I probably rinsed it like 3-4 times, right? And then I just slide my finger through there where I take those liver pieces out, and now it's time to season. So here I have garlic powder, and then I have a little bit of black pepper. Then I added some ginger powder. Then I went in with my salt, and yes, it might seem like a lot of salt guys, but this is Himalayan salt, so I did have to put an extra to get that taste. And here I'm adding some kicking chicken. It gives a little bit of spice, and I really like this this spice right here. And then I'm gonna add some coconut amino acid, and that's my substitute for what do you call it, soy sauce, right? And a little bit on the healthier side. And then I'm adding a little bit of browning. Then I'm gonna add my green season. Now guys, if you want me to show you how I make this green season, let me know in the comment box below. It's a blend of garlic, onions, scallion, thyme, pimento, and other stuff. So if you want to know how to make it, let me know in the comment box. And there I'm adding some Scotch bonnet pepper. I wasn't sure how hot it was, so as you can see, I'm carefully cutting around the seeds because I did not want the seeds in there. Not that I'm scared of spicy food, but Kiana has a low tolerance when it comes to the heat of a pepper, right? So that's why you see me cutting around like that. Yes, I'm showing you that I didn't put the seeds in there. And yeah, now it's time for me to rub that seasoning, rub it all together, give it a nice good rub, make sure all that delicious flavor is being incorporated evenly amongst all the pieces of the chicken. and then I'm gonna go ahead and place it in a bag. Now this part, I only place it in the bag because I wanted to leave this for overnight. I wanted to get the pot so I could wash it, and that's what I'm gonna use to cook in the morning. If you have a nice bowl and you want to keep it in the bowl, keep it in the bowl, get it the lid on it, pop it in the fridge, or if you want to do it, put it in a Ziploc bag, go ahead and do so. So here you see me, I'm gonna add the marinade. So you see that liquid that's left back in the pot or your container. If you're using a container, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna scrape all that nice juicy flavorful marinade in that bag with the chicken. And then what I'm gonna do is I am going to tie the bag and put it away in the fridge. But yes, so this is the following day, and I choose to take my chicken back out of the bag. Reason being, I've done it in the past, and 2 times I've noticed that it's either the heat from the pot that melt the bag, or the bag accidentally touched inside the pot and the pot melt the bag. But there was something going on with the bag. I said, you know what, I am not taking any chances. So what I did is I transfer the meat from the bag. I'm going to put it in that container, and then from that container I'm going to add it to the pot. So as you see me here, I'm just going through and trying to remove the pepper because I don't know how it's going to affect Kiana. And here I have some coconut oil. Now this part you can choose whatever oils you like, but for this dish I was just using I used the coconut, and you can see I put in a lot of it, so I did go in and take out back some because I just wanted maybe like 2 tablespoons, and that was enough for me. Then I'm just gonna swirl the oil around, and this part you want to be very careful. I don't know if you can see that steam coming off that part because that baby was hot, you hear me? And so I did that and added my pieces of chicken. So you see I did 1 and 2, and then after 2 or 3 pieces, then you can dump it all in if you like, or you can just spoon it in like I'm doing here. All right, friends, so this is the part that I'm kind of browning the chicken, right? So you see me have the spoon. I'm just gonna stir it around just a little. I'm gonna put the lid on it, and then I'm just gonna let it cook for a little bit. If you haven't yet, guys, please subscribe to the channel. As you can see, this is a fairly new channel, and we are trying to grow our channels, okay? We want our videos to reach out to as many people who you believe who would be interested in this. And every like, share, and subscribe is the least I believe that you can do to support our channel. We try to get back to all the comments as soon as we possibly can. And so here, guys, as you can see, it is starting to cook up some. And this is the part that I kind of messed up on. What I did is I turned the flame down and went outside. Now, guys, I got a little carried away. You hear me? I got a little carried away. I went outside and I said, okay, let me just go ahead and just chop this moringa plant down, because what had happened is Alina the storm, or Helene, came through, and this tree toppled over because I have it in a bag, right? So I say, you know what? Let me go ahead and just harvest these moringa before the winter comes in, our cooler season coming, and they're gonna dry up and fall off anyhow. And I want it for medicinal purposes. Man, I remember about my pot. I said, weren't you cooking? Kiana like, oops. So when I went there, guys, my meat was a little overdone. And if you know my husband would like his thing to have a lot of gravy in it. Honey, this thing wasn't giving gravy at all. And this is where I added all my last minute stuff. This is where I come in and I add my spices. Those berries you see was the allspice, and I did put the bell pepper, and I like it a little sweeter, so I put a little sugar on the sweeter side. So you don't have to put sugar, but I did for this go, right? And I add some Italian seasoning. Then I added some red pepper flakes, and then some basil. I don't know what about basil that I love, but I just love the flavor when I'm cooking a stew. I love the flavor of dried basils, right? And then I did add some water and a little bit of ketchup. I don't know, I guess I did not record that part, but I did add a little bit of ketchup. And you can see me trying to be like stingy with the water because as I said, it was already cooked, and I had to make some gravy. And man, what I would normally do is I would just let it dry down real good, and then I'll just add the water, and it'll give me a nice thick gravy. But in future videos I'll show you exactly how I would have done that better. But guys, I took my time. You see me moving that spoon? I was just nervous about the chicken falling off the bone. And so I did kind of let it boil up a little. And then turn the fire off. And dinner was served.